Hey guys, welcome to Pattern Machines. I'm Kenny and today I'm turning this quad bike into a 3x3 off-road Peel P50. Sort of. Let me show you. You may have seen this, it's the Peel P50. It's the world's smallest production car and you may have seen it on Top Gear. And my grand plan, this is what gets me excited, just this vision here. The 1:1 scale Peel P50 body on top of the quad bike that's been converted to a reverse trike. And these guys back here, Peck Brothers, Speed Freak, Colin and Bum Motorsport. I'm taking this thing to Matt's Off-Road Games in a handful of weeks. Only problem is I'm in New Zealand. This is how I'm going to tackle that one. So my way to work around it is my quad bike is getting converted to reverse trike, so I can do all the testing, fit a cardboard body as a mock-up to make sure the scale works, get this thing working, then strip down the custom parts into a suitcase, take it over to US of A with me, where I can reassemble it on another quad bike, build, oh, this is getting complicated, build the custom fibreglass body, the Peel P50 fibreglass body, and then we should be good to go for Matt's Off-Road Games. So I like to make things challenging for myself, and this is a very short deadline too, but I'm pretty sure I can pull this one off. I'm confident I can pull this one off. So first thing, I need to strip this body down, strip the quad bike down, see what I got to work with, and then fold up a cardboard mock-up, make sure the body's going to fit. So first thing I need to do is strip this quad bike down to see what we've got to work with. Now another thing, because I'm working on a USA made bike, I'm only using not even half my tool set. This is my metric size in here. That's all my, well, over here it's, what do we call it? Imperial, or SAE if you want to call that. I'm only using half my tool set or even less. So I've got to try and now figure out what these sizing of tools are, because I don't know the different sizes, what's bigger than half or yeah, my fractions. Now there's a few reasons why I chose this quad bike. There you go. Well, first one is I've got one, so it means I can start. And to keep it true to that Peel 50, that was a two-stroke. So I kind of want to keep two-stroke, and this being four-wheel drive means I get better traction. And it'll be 3x3, which is pretty cool. So I don't know if I'll be competing as such with the Peck Brothers and their, what is it, 1000cc or something, or something stupid, whatever it is, that bike engine. Bum have got a twin electric motor, something rather, with lots of kilowatts. So I don't know if I'll be competing with them, but maybe if I can make this nimble enough, and I've got 3 wheels with power to the ground, we might be able to scavenge a wee bit of that lack of power. I think this is up in the high 30s for horsepower maybe. I know you can get more out of it with exhaust and tuning and stuff, but don't know how much of that I'll do. So I got it stripped down about as far as I need to go for now. I think, I'm pretty sure I can work with this. So the fuel tank may or may not have to be relocated, as well as the exhaust, but we won't really know until I get this cardboard body on. The only thing I want to do now before getting onto that is get this swing arm out and chuck a wheel in the middle there just to see kind of how it's going to look. This swing arm is a real pain to get off, because need to get in behind that CVT and get a bolt out, but I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm just going to swing it up out of the way. Should be enough. So I'll just jam one wheel up, if I can get this off. Stick one wheel up under here. That back one, I think, yeah, that'll do it. Need some brakes on. That's not gonna work, is it? There's this bike is stuffed. No rubbers in the in the suspension mount. Get that up out of the way. And for fun, I'll stick the sprocket back on, kind of in place where it goes. Somewhere there. I'm so pleased with how this has come up. Have a look at this. Such a stocky little thing now. But look how good that looks. It looks exactly as if it had a car body on it and you took it off. You'd expect it to look like that underneath. That's so cool. All right, well, I'm going to get into this cardboard body now. I do have some dimensions to play with. That's what I've done on SketchUp. Got a few measurements there. So it is going to be boxy and square. It's not going to have rounded edges, but it's going to give me the overall size and shape to see if it's how it's going to fit on here. If I need to like cut frame out to sit further down or something like that. But I'm so pleased with how this is coming along. So let's get into some cardboarding. So I'll make a start with this fridge cardboard box thing. Nice strong cardboard. I guess to start from the roof and work my way down. I guess something like that. 580, 670. Doesn't have to be exact. But yeah, at least it'll give me an idea of. That's not very straight, is it? Yeah. After all that, 680, yeah, close enough. Oh, come on. I was going to say these are the best things since sliced bread, but pretty cheap, and the blade keeps going on the wrong side of the. Yeah, nah, not going to work. Like that. I tend to make a lot of noises when I'm doing stuff. A lot of like, Yep. Alright, there's the roof done. Alright, well I'm going to go cut the rest of the stuff and we'll come back and assemble it. Now I've got the top half cut out and I've drawn out the outline of where that, what do you call it, the belt thing around it. So that's sort of where it's a level point on the car that I can use to measure down to. So this is going to be very crude. So when it comes time to do the real one for the fiberglass mold, I can still use SketchUp on that. But I'll spend a lot more time in getting the detail a bit closer to correct. A bit of tape just to get started. So that's my rear panel. So this is going to be very boxy, but it'll give me an idea with the size of the car. I was just thinking, this is going to be the only full-size car there, 100% scale. I think that's cheating, isn't it? And mine's going to be the only, well, it's just about fully home built, isn't it? Or self built, or so be quite interested to see how it goes up against the others. Now somewhere there, and I can start building down to that belt line. Now this is starting to come together. It's actually quite big. Well, compared to the other stuff I built recently, this is going to be quite roomy. It's definitely starting to take shape now. Put it on there somewhere. This should hold it all together. Something like that. Now I've got the basic shape. It's still got a piece to go below that, but I'll see how it's looking once it gets on the quad bike, and I might be able to hang that on, because that's going to be pretty fragile, that piece. Now one other thing I need is to cut out a window. So let's say somewhere down there, across the top, maybe there, and maybe there somewhere for now, and across the bottom. Might have paid just to do, oh yeah, this side. I'll just do the one side. Don't need both sides cut out. Well, not for now anyway. This is probably a bit larger than what it usually would be. I think. This, yeah, I don't know. I know the door side has got a bigger window in it than what the other side. Am I making this left-hand drive or right-hand drive? Probably left-hand drive, eh? Or left-hand door. And one last thing, these handlebars have got to come off because they're a wee bit too wide. But I do want to use the Honda Pilot, is it? Or the Honda Odyssey. They've got that sort of steering yoke kind of thing. I'd like to use one of those, I think. Get it a bit narrower, then I can get all the controls on there. Be alright. Alright, now's the time to see how this is going to look. I don't know exactly where it goes, but somewhere there. Oh, she's pretty tall. Huh. Not terrible. Does need to go down in the back a bit though. So I'll cut this out so I can drop that back down. And this last little bit to go on, just to tidy it up. So I think the dimensions are off just slightly, but I think it's close to where it needs to be. I'm happy enough with that. Actually, I'm going to climb inside it. See how close it actually is. I have a feeling we're going to be pretty tight for, is that going to be safe with me on there? Yep, I think we're going to be tight for headroom. Maybe I should climb it. I'm going to climb up from the other side actually. So eventually this will get a door, so I can open it. Or we can just climb in, speedway, race car style. Oh, how's that? That's actually not too bad. Just lean back a bit. I think we've hit the nail on the head. You couldn't get any closer than that. It'd be good. Actually, a wee bit more headroom would be good. Ow! And I've got room too. If we cut the top of this chassis off, I think we can drop it enough. But that is not bad, actually. Definitely a lot more room than my RX-7, that's for sure. Enough room to get that steering wheel dropped down too. Move the fuel tank back. Oh, that's good, I'm happy with that. Oh no. So I've pushed it forward a bit more. I think it's sitting a bit better. And I think I can keep that swing arm the same length, which means I can use the same chain, which is kind of what I want. I need to make that as simple as possible because I'm going to be quite tight for time once I get over to America. So I must say I'm definitely pleased with that. And this front end, it's not terrible being that width. It's pretty much how you'd expect a stock one to be because the wheels are right up under the body. So I'll decide whether I want to have that wide or not. That all depends on how it's going to perform as a three-wheeler, if it's stable enough. But I'm happy enough with the swing arm length, so I will keep it the same length as factory just so I can reuse the chain, don't have to worry about that, and it's going to make it so much easier once I get to America. So next time I'm going to get in, build that swing arm and test it out to see how it performs as a three-wheeler and possibly push that front track a bit wider just to get a bit more stability in the front end. So anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.